Mac has been QBU over the last 2 decades. Well, the two heirs to the throne, Marshall Ferguson, Asher Hastings, find out how they share this QB castle next. Marshall, this is a new role for you. You used to be the guy supporting the star quarterback. Now you're the guy in his 5th year trying to put up big numbers with a guy supporting you. How's the dynamic changed for you?
It's a little bit different. I don't really feel like I'm in the same role that Kyle was with Asher, in terms of, Kyle was a legend and untouchable here, and I was never going to do the things that he accomplished. But it is kind of fun to try and pass off some of the fun things that I've learned through my 5 years here to Asher. Can you see, sort of situations that he might be in as a guy who wants to kind of help and help the team move forward and be able to assimilate with him because you've been in that spot before? Yeah, definitely. There was times this even past weekend when we're playing in a game, I came out, he goes in, and I say to him, this is what to look for, I know what you're thinking, and just, simplify your thought process and get the job done. And he's been great at picking everything up really quick. He understands our offense and what we're trying to accomplish as a whole. So yeah, it's definitely a good time trying to pass on some of the things that I've learned, and he's picked it up real quick. Now, Asher, you're not the average OUA rookie. You have a pedigree and you've played for a while. You're MVP out west, has the Wally Buono Award. So you could have literally played anywhere and probably played right away. Why'd you decide to come here with some competition when you know that you only have 3 years of eligibility since you played in junior? Yeah, for sure. It wasn't about playing right away for me. It was picking the school for the school, first and foremost academically, and then secondly, just where I would receive really good quarterback coaching and just be able to become the quarterback that I wanted to be and just kind of the best version of myself. And I thought McMaster coaching staff would be able to help me become that. And you mentioned the coaching. It's interesting because you look around the country, there's some great quarterback pedigrees, Laval, Western, but the funny thing about here is all the great quarterbacks are still around here. You have Chapdelaine, you have Behe, you have Quinlan, guys who have played the position at a high level here that you can be a resource with. Is that part of the reason why you decided to take your talents east? Yeah, absolutely. It's been really cool having Quinlan around and Marshall, and watching those guys on tape. There's little tidbits of their game that I'm trying to add to mine, and there's things that I see Marshall do in practice that I'm trying to emulate, and then things that Kyle did back when he was playing that he's trying to teach me, and things like that. So taking little bits and pieces of both, but still just trying to be myself as well. How important is it for you guys not to just be able to take that quarterback room to the film room, but you guys take it literally home with you? Yeah, it's a pretty easy transition. The quarterbacks have pretty similar schedules, and sometimes they're a little bit different from the team in terms of lifts and film watching, and it's easy for us to share film anytime we need to on different teams, and it's a little bit easier than, when you're texting, you get lost in conversation, maybe what you're trying to really say doesn't come through. But if you can actually, drop film to a guy like I did to him in training camp. I dropped him pretty much every game we had last year, and he went through every game that we played, and we'd be, making breakfast or something. He'd go, "When you played Western last year, why did you do this?" And I would try and come up with an answer before him because it had been so long. But it definitely, the cohesion in the room overall, and also being very close on and off the field is something pretty special. Has that helped your ability to assimilate to the offense and to the campus, being roommates with a guy who's the quarterback? Yeah, absolutely. Not even just the offense, but also just life in Hamilton. I came a long ways here to play football, and I think, when you're playing football, you're just playing football, but Marshall showed me a lot of other things and just taught me things around campus and around the city, and he's been a great resource to have. Lastly, for this team to get to where it wants to be in this conference and beyond, how important is kind of the collective quarterback room in getting them to that goal? I think it's very important. I think it shouldn't take both of us, but if it has to, then I want to be the guy who can step in and do my job and just focus on doing my job only. And if they call my name, I'll be ready. Yeah, I think this is one of the most well-rounded teams I've ever been on, and that's saying something. After 2011, 2012, there's a real vibe in this room that feels very similar to those years, and I think we have a very special group here, and we just need to prove that later in the season, because all the talent in the world is in this room. It's just going to take every guy being locked in, focused, and disciplined, and we have a chance to do some really great things, I think.